He wants someone that's willing to actually take care of him. I think gift giving is one of his love languages. So he's looking for somebody who will actually be willing to pour into him and, give him gifts and take him out on date. Like really, really give him his flowers and take care of him emotionally and physically and mentally as much as he's going to take care of them. Okay. And with this Two of Pentacles, I think he wants someone to choose him, right? To not be undecided, to not be unsure, to know that they want to do this and they want to make it work and they want to stay with him, for the long haul to the end of time. He wants someone that really sees the future, right? Sees the long term and is not questioning him or undecided, that knows what they want and will stay committed to him and keep putting the effort in and the energy in to work with him, that wants to dance and move with him. All right, that's not looking for a handout, that's not going to be stingy with their purse or seeing him as a purse, all right, to walk around with. Also with this moon, again, it's about him having that depth to his emotions and those layers, and he wants someone that's willing to go beneath the surface, that wants to ride those emotional waves with him, figure out what he has going on, that he can be vulnerable with, that he can be emotional with, that he can be himself, that wants to go into his layers and go into those hidden parts of himself and figure out who he is. Okay, what he's received in the past with Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Death card, I feel like he's always had to deal with people that he was much more ahead of when it comes to wanting to put the work in. He's always going to want to put the work in, but they're not. Okay, literally, it's like he's sitting up there doing all the work, putting all the energy and effort into the relationship while someone is putting work elsewhere. He's dealt with a lot of despair, anxiety, rejection, hopelessness, loss, worry, sadness when it comes to his relationships. He's had those nights where he had to cry to the pillow, where he was alone because the person was not willing to put in the energy and the work and the effort into what it is. They weren't on the same page with him. They didn't want to keep working on it. They didn't see all the effort that he was inputting, and they didn't feel like there was ever going to be any transformation, right? You see how there's this the sun shining in the light. It's like a lot about people looking for security. I don't know if that's just something that's in his culture, where people are looking for that financial security and wanting to see ahead, but it's like people didn't see the vision. People didn't see him. They didn't know that he was going to undergo this huge transformation and see himself in in a different light. It's like people was constantly pigeonholing him to who he was then, and they didn't see a future. They didn't see the vision. They weren't willing to work with him and grow with him and evolve with him. And a lot of times, he's just dealt with loss and endings when it comes to his relationships, and people going outside of the boundaries of the relationship emotionally and not wanting to put the work in and the effort. So possibly more emotional cheating than actual physical cheating, and more abuse of his nature and abuse of his finances than any actual cheating. So